Have you ever noticed how the word no is just two letters, but somehow feels heavier than a 50-kilogram dumbbell? Like someone asks, "Can you do this small favor?" And your brain screams, "No!" But your mouth is like, "Yeah, sure, absolutely. I'd love to ruin my entire day for this." Why are we like this? Why can't we say no even when we're tired, stressed, busy, or honestly, just not in the mood? Let's talk about it, because this problem is way more common than you think. So first, here's the truth nobody tells you. People don't struggle with saying no. They struggle with disappointing someone. We're not scared of the word. We're scared of the reaction. Humans are wired to seek acceptance. Since childhood, our brain has learned, if I say yes, people like me. If I say no, people get upset. So every time someone asks you for something, your brain activates this invisible people-pleaser mode, like a secret setting you didn't ask for. And suddenly you're doing assignments for classmates, covering shifts you didn't want, running errands you never agreed to, all because your inner voice whispers, "What if they think I'm rude?" And then comes the guilt. Oh, the guilt. Saying no gives some people more guilt than eating the last slice of pizza that wasn't theirs. You know that feeling, right? You try to reject something politely, but the moment the words leave your mouth, your soul starts apologizing like you committed a crime. Meanwhile, the other person is totally okay, but you're at home overthinking like you just ruined a friendship. Another big reason we can't say no is the good person syndrome. We all want to be seen as helpful, kind, reliable, the person people can count on. The problem? We start helping so much that we slowly forget the difference between kindness and self-sacrifice. There's this tiny boundary between "I want to help" and "I'm being emotionally drained." And most of us cross it without even noticing. And let's not forget the FOMO, fear of missing out. Sometimes we say yes because we don't want to miss opportunities. Will you join this project? Yes. Want to help with this event? Yes. Can you take responsibility for this whole thing even though you already have a million tasks? Yes, because what if saying no means losing a chance? But the funny thing is, saying yes to everything doesn't give you more opportunities. It just gives you burnout with a shiny bow on top. There's also a cultural pressure. Many of us grew up hearing, "Don't say no to elders. Help others first. Don't be selfish." And somewhere between these teachings, we forgot that setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's healthy. But the old programming stays in the brain like stubborn software. So even when you want to say no, your mouth doesn't cooperate. But here's the twist. The more you avoid saying no, the more complicated life becomes. You overload yourself, you get stressed, and ironically, the quality of your yes becomes terrible. You say yes to so many things that you can't give your best to any of them, and then you feel even worse. So what's the solution? Saying no is not about being rude, it's about being real. The moment you realize that your time, energy, and peace matter just as much as anyone else's, something magical happens. You start choosing yourself without feeling guilty. And people respect that. In fact, confident no sounds way better than a tired, forced yes. Imagine this. Someone asks you to do something you genuinely can't, and you simply say, "I'd love to help, but I'm not able to take this on right now." Boom. Respectful, clear, no drama, no guilt, no emotional gymnastics. When you say no with clarity, people understand. The only person who overthinks it is you. And overthinking doesn't make life easier, it just makes your brain tired for free. So next time someone asks you for something, pause for 2 seconds. Ask yourself, do I actually want to do this, or am I scared to say no? If it's fear, take a deep breath and try saying a small no. Just a small one. Because the first no is scary, but the second one is easier, and the third one feels like freedom. And trust me, life becomes way lighter when your yes actually means yes, and your no finally means no.